Hey everyone, what's good? It is I, Trini Jackson. Welcome back to my channel. As you see from the title of the video, I have a story for you today. The Houston hairstylists have struck again, and this may have been their most heinous crime yet, because this time they got me, and I never planned on getting got. I have text message receipts, and I will be revealing her at the end of this video. Please stay tuned, because I kid you not, you have not heard anything like this before. She was playing on my top so bad, I thought I was going to have to physically put my hands on her. Yes, I did. So boom, a couple weeks ago, I got an at-home braid appointment, and it was so convenient. I loved every part of it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start finding travel hairstylists, because I just love getting my hair done at the crib. I don't want to have to leave if I don't have to. Now, it was coming time for these braids to come out. Like, it was like they were long overdue. Like, the braids need to be removed immediately. I don't like taking my hair down. I want something to do with it. Like, I like when people do my hair. I like getting my hair done. I don't like doing my hair. Through a mutual friend, I found this hairstylist that said she could take the braids down, wash, deep condition, color the hair, and then like give me a press. And I was like, lit. And she travels? They said yes. I said, bet. Say that. So I hit her up, we're talking, I go back and forth, I explain to her what I need, and we're like, okay, bet, we can do Wednesday. She says we can do Wednesday. I agree that Wednesday's cool. Wednesday afternoon is what we're set for. On Wednesday, she texts me. She says, wait, can we do it tomorrow night, actually? I just thought about it, and tomorrow we have people doing a walkthrough of our apartment. I need to finish packing things and cleaning up my room and helping with the kitchen. So I guess like she's moving and she's doing I don't, none of my business, honestly, none of my business. So I literally reply, no, just like that. Because no, wait, you're not, because you're not saying what I think you're saying. Stop, right? Stop. Don't do that. Then she said, or I'll just do a few things and come. But why no? Why no? Why no? Because we said afternoon Wednesday, not nighttime Thursday. That's why no. What do you mean why no? I say just do the packing now and tomorrow. So at the time she's texting me early in the day. I said, champ, you can just pack now. Just pack quickly now. And then tomorrow. But like, don't cut out my appointment and move my time around because you couldn't plan accordingly. That has nothing to do with me. I don't even need this information. No. And then I replied, I really don't want to be inconvenienced. I really don't want to be inconvenienced. The whole point of having you come here to do my hair is so it can be as convenient as possible for me. So you asking me if we can move the appointment time from Wednesday afternoon to Thursday night is simply not going to be possible because that's inconvenient to me. Then I say, thanks for understanding. Just like that. Maybe she didn't know that, but that's what I think. Thanks for understanding. No, we're not doing that. I don't want to move my appointment. I set my appointment for a reason. That's why we set appointments. She replies with this. I'm about to go to work. At this point, I think I'm in the twilight zone. What? Where did work just come from? Where did work just come from? Because if you knew you had to go to work on this Wednesday, why would you ever book me for Wednesday afternoon? That was never going to work then. What? I was like, what? She replies to my message where I say I don't want to be inconvenienced, and she says, me either. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Who are you yelling at? She then says, they can't be that bad for one day. It's fine. But don't forget, you can also start. And low-key, if I still come later to finish the rest, boom, they're out. You do half, and then I do half. So now she's suggesting that I take on some of the services that I asked her to do. I asked her to unbraid my hair. She's like, actually, here's a solution. Since I'm screwing you on the time, how about you start it? Why don't you start the hair? You start the hair, you do half of the unbraiding that you didn't want to do in the first place, and I'll do the other half. I literally reply, sigh. I didn't even know what to say. That's all I'm thinking. This is me. I am literally speechless right now. Because what are you talking about? And then she said, but then I'll come at like 9:30ish, 10. So now afternoon is completely out the window. She's saying, okay, instead of doing what we said we were going to do and agreed to do, how about you you help me do half your own head, and then I'm gonna come at nighttime and we'll finish. Even if I do all the braids, like, we still need to wash, blow dry, color, and then to straighten. There's no way you're gonna be doing that from 9:30. You're not gonna keep me up till 1 a.m. because you couldn't. Okay, cool. I said, oh, that's my bedtime, because I have a bedtime. I do. I'm an adult. I'm in the sheets by 9 p.m. What do you mean? Nobody can pull up at 9:30 or 10. That's literally not an option. That is literally not on our visiting hours. Nobody's pulling up at 9 or 10. I'm in the bed. I'm going to sleep. Honestly, I can probably just do it, but like, you know, I'm like, okay, because then they're jumbo braids. I can take them out if needed, but like, you're killing me. Okay, I want you to know you're killing me. You're pissing me off, and we have problems. She says, OMG, just stay up. What? See, I knew you didn't really want them out. I take time. She said, just stay up. What? It's the way she said it. Just stay ... up. Like I'm stupid. Just stay up. Like, what? You have a bedtime? Just stay up. This is the problem with desperation. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna give you all a word right quick. You didn't know you needed this, but I'm gonna give it to you right now. When you're desperate, you start to accept anything. Now you're accepting crumbs, okay? Because I needed these braids out. I needed my hair washed. I needed my hair dyed and straightened and trimmed. I went all the services, and I didn't want to leave the crib for it. I'm not gonna lie. I was so set on the fact that I wanted to get my hair done at home. I don't want to do anything at the crib. I don't want to get my hair done at home. So I said, fine. I said, maybe you dye my hair tomorrow. I said, okay, fine. I'll take the braids out. Dye my hair tomorrow. That's all you gotta do. You've completely... Okay, fine. I'll take the braids out. You dye my hair tomorrow. Then, doesn't respond. All day. Doesn't respond. Responds the next day. She says, I thought I responded. You didn't. What was the point of sending that message? You didn't respond. Next. You thought you responded. You didn't. Next. So nothing today but dyeing hair tomorrow. She sends at 7 p.m. I said, well, yeah, I guess nothing today, because you're putting me in a position where we can't do anything today. So yeah, nothing today. Fine. I said everything tomorrow, actually. Braids and dye. I was just like, okay, I'm just not going to take my hair out tonight. I will just let her do that, and we'll just do everything on one day. She said, OMG. Okay, everything then. I said, precisely. It comes to the day of. Okay, so now it's on the day we agreed to. And I had the times right. So that was on Tuesday, and then we agreed on Tuesday. So I know initially I said Wednesday. It was supposed to be a Tuesday afternoon. My bad. My dates are all mixed up. I'm still jet lagged from Japan. Travel vlog is up. But that was on Tuesday. We agreed to Tuesday, and then we ended up reconvening on Wednesday. Okay, so boom. I text her Wednesday afternoon because she hadn't said anything. I was like, should I still be expecting you today? She said, yes, but start them for the love of God. I'm off at 7. I'd already accepted that I will take the braids out. Fine. That's literally the least I can do. That's all I will do. That's all I'm willing to do. All I'm willing to do. Time's passing. She's not saying anything. We're getting closer to the time where she's supposed to be pulling up. We're getting really close to the time where she's supposed to be pulling up. I had to text her again. I'm having to initiate every message. If I don't say anything, nothing's said. If I don't say anything, nothing's said. So I text her again. I said, hey, en route? ? Doesn't answer, so I ended up calling her. I said, hey, like, are you on the way? She said, yeah, I'm on the way. I'll be like there in 15. I said, okay. You know, communication's key. Like, if you could have just said that, I would have literally loved that. Then she gets here, I give her the gate code, cool, whatever. She comes to the house, all right? I had taken out half of my braids. She comes in, she takes out the other half. Like, when she's there, she's super cool. That's be the worst thing about these hairstylists that are so unprofessional. Part of the unprofessionalism is that they're just actually young in turn. Like, that's like the sickest part. Like, you're so unprofessional because you really don't know what you're doing, but like in person you're lit. Like, good personality, we're playing music, we're vibing, we're taking the hair out. So like, I guess I'm not that pissed with you. I'm willing to look past everything that just happened. I would have never made this video if that was the only thing that happened. But we're taking the hair out, and then we detangle and we wash, we get the deep conditioner in, and I'm like, okay, bet, I'm ready. And I ask her, do you have the dye? Okay? She's a hairstylist. I told her what color I wanted my hair. She said she was going to get the dye for me. Okay? She's supposed to be getting everything for me. That's the point. She said, my God. I said, what? Doesn't have the hair dye. And that's the only thing she had to pick up. That's the only thing she had to pick up. When I tell you we went over everything that was supposed to be done, how it was going to be done, who was going to bring what, where it was going to be, we did all of that. So for her to say she was going to get the dye that we needed and then pull up without the hair dye it wasn't just a slap in the face, it was a punch in the nose. Now you're just playing with me. But as I said, she's so cool in person. I said, sis, and we're keying and everything, and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, hey, sis, you're killing me. I'm like, sis, you're killing me. Okay? But this wasn't the worst. So it was still like, okay. So she's like, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Because she's Miss Problem Solver now. Here's what we'll do. We're going to deep condition your hair tonight. Put it in 2 little braids. I'll wrap it up. I'll come back tomorrow and I'll finish it tomorrow. I'm like, okay. So now we couldn't do Tuesday at all. That was the day I set aside to do all of this, and we couldn't do Tuesday. So Tuesday was wasted. Tuesday you played in my face. Wednesday you pull up. You make me do half my own braids. You take out the other half. You did not bring the only thing that I asked you to bring to finish the service. And you're like, okay, you know what? We're going to move this to the next day. We're going to move it to Thursday. So this is now a 72-hour situation where you're playing with me, where you're taking my time, where you were supposed to do something and then you didn't. This is how I looked night 1. This is how I went to bed. Okay, this was the look. Deep condition. She put my hair in 2 braids. She's like, okay, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm like, okay. It was a lot easier to agree in person because she's so cool in person. It's just through text message where I want to grab her hair and uppercut her. Okay? Before she leaves, after putting my hair in the braids, we're like, okay, tomorrow afternoon. And she's like, tomorrow afternoon. I say 12. She says 12. I say, perfect. I literally say these words. I will see you tomorrow at 12. The next day comes. 10:52 a.m. She texts me, sorry, woke up late today. Is 3 p.m. fine instead of 12? I say, no, it really isn't. Period. Because I get it, we're cool and we're fun in person. She was great and she was super chill. And she was like, we got to make some content together, or you got to help me with my TikTok. And da-da-da. We chopping up. I kid you not, like, the whole time we're doing the hairstyle, like, we're talking the whole time. We're listening to 2000s throwbacks. Like, she's so cool in person, but now you're trying me. She replies, yikes, so sorry, but I'll see you at 3. What? I said, am I getting punked? I say, ... She says, did you already get the dye? Now I'm sure she's playing with me. She's just trying to get a reaction. I say, is this rage bait? Do you think you're funny right now? I say, you literally told me you would get it. Period. So no, I don't have the dye. ... Stop asking me about the fucking hair dye. You are the hairstylist. Anything that has to do with hair is done with you. Stop asking. She replies, LMAO. Just waking up. Sorry, but I guess I can make a stop. At this point, I just want her to finish what she started so that I can drag her name through the mud the way I'm about to at the end of this video. Because there's no way I was going to pay her after this. Payment left on Wednesday. Any payment she was going to get at this point, she would have had to get up out of my ass. Like, she would have to come meet me outside for it. Like, at the end, there's no way I was going to pay for any of the things that she was going to do. So, you know what? I might as well just go ahead and have her finish what she started so I can drag her name through the mud and get a little bit of a freestyle and then just call it a wrap and never see her again. Okay? Thursday comes. All right, so this is the day of. She pulls up. I have 2 dogs, okay? For those of you not know, I have 2 huskies. The first night she was there on Wednesday, she was loving my dog. She's like, oh, that's so cute. And she's like, oh my gosh, I have a dog too. And I was like, oh yeah, that's great. Like, what kind of dog? So we're bonding over the kind of dog she has, and we're talking about him. She's like, you know what? Like, one day we gotta have a play day. And I was like, yeah, like super cute, right? Like, whatever. I'm just talking. I say that with anybody who has a dog. Oh my god, we gotta set up a play day one day, and then we don't set up a play day. It is what it is. I'm just shit talking. I'm just talking. It is what it is. I'm just yapping. It's not serious. This next part makes my blood boil. This is when I realized that she's not just unprofessional, she's crazy. You're not just unprofessional, you're crazy. You're insane. What are you talking about? I see her car outside. I open the door and a dog runs in my house. I look at her and I say, I say, you're kidding me right now. Well, remember we said yesterday it would be so cute if we had a play date. I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? What about we should set up a play date one day sometime in the future, whenever says I'm gonna bring a dog to your house next time I pull up. That's insane. It could have went left. You don't even know. It's dangerous on both ends. My blood is boiling. I'm like, what are you doing to this dog? I mean, granted, the dogs did love him. unfortunately, which made the argument a little bit more difficult to make because they were playing so quickly. It was like, you're making me look bad. I'm trying to make a point and stand on it. But once again, I was like, okay, fine. Okay. Because he's already here. And unfortunately, I do love dogs. I was more pissed because it's the principal. It's the principal. It's not no little dog. It's some big body ass dog. Like a German Shepherd up in here. It's like a German Shepherd you just pulled up to the crib with. Without saying anything, that's insane. Yes, my dogs loved him. And they had a great time. And they played all night. But it's the principle once again. You don't do that. A play that would be cute one day in the future when you're not working. You still got work to do. At this point, I'm still walking around with deep conditioned braids. Lock in. You worry about the wrong things. And I know you're thinking, why did you? I know. And that's why I kid you not. I was just like, you know what? She's obviously not getting paid for this. She's lucky the dogs liked him. So I was like, okay. We get there. We're yapping. I rinse my hair out. She asked me, do you have a plastic bowl? I said, I don't have like a plastic bowl, but I have like plastic Tupperware. Like, what's up? She's like, I need something to put the dye in. Okay. I said, yeah, okay, I got the plastic bowl. And she's like, do you have that little like applicator thing? And I said, that little applicator brush that the hairstylist would need to dye hair? She said, yeah. I said, no. So she showed up the next day with the dog and no hair supplies. Literally no hair supplies. I got clips. I got a comb. I got a bucket for us to put the dye in. I got the towels. I got this. I'm literally playing assistant right now. She goes through the process. She's dyeing my hair. She's getting close to the front of my hair. And I can't help but notice, it looks like the dye tube is running a little bit low in comparison to the section we have left. She's like, yeah, we might have to stretch it. What? Do you know anything? Chat, my patience was running so thin that at this point we're not even talking. I said, I just need her to get it done so I can get her out of my house and get this video up. This literally happened yesterday. This is all yesterday. All of it. I said, I need you to get out. I just need her to get this done because I've already committed this long. The least you can do is finish. Now we're getting to the end. She's running out of dye. Couldn't spring for 2 bottles. Okay? Didn't bring anything else. Didn't get gloves, nothing. All she has to do is get that dye. Honestly, in reality, obviously she brought, if you're a travel stylist, you bring everything. Fun fact. Keep that in mind. But I was willing to let that slide. But not having enough dye to finish the job, at this point I had to stop talking because let me just get her out of here. Let me just get her out of here as quickly as possible. Just do what you can, bro. She could feel it. She could see I'm frustrated. She's apologizing and da-da-da. And I'm like, Like, at this point, I just don't want to talk because if I say what I want to say, we're going to be physically, like, we're going to have to physically take ourselves outside and handle this the only way I think it could be handled because you're playing in my face, you're playing in my head, and you're playing in my house. All right? She does a dye, she rinse, she blow dries, she straightens, she trims. We finish at 2 a.m., okay? 3 days. After she finished everything, she looked at me and said, you know what? I know it's been a lot, and I know, like, this is, like, a really late appointment, and, I didn't expect it to take this long, and I was late on the dye, and I brought my dog, and you know what? I'm not even gonna charge you for this. I'm like, charge me? You could have charged me all you wanted, and I still wouldn't have given you a dime. Any dollar you were gonna get out of me, you would have had to come get it up out of my ass. I kid you not. There was no way I was letting that slide. And I waved her off. But now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for, to reveal the individual that played in my face, played in my head, and played in my home for 3 days. Okay? 3 days. Her name is Kirsten Jackson. She just so happens to be my older sister, but I don't think that excuses her for being held accountable for her lack of professionalism and her complete disregard for client satisfaction. At the end of the day, it comes down to how you do what you do. If someone books you for an appointment, you're booked for that appointment. You don't move things around to fit your schedule. All right? I needed you to be there, and you weren't there. It took 3 days. This took 3 days. This took 3 days. Took 3 days. You played. You played me. You played my dogs. And you're never going to play me again. So for those of you who got this far in the video, I want to thank you for watching, because a story like this is 1 in a million. You're not going to hear anything like this ever again. All right? And for all the little sisters out there, stand your ground. All the older sisters out there, do better. Thanks for watching. Mwah, mwah. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.